The whole point of being in nature is that it's unpredictable. The commercial world has to be predictable. That's what it's predicated on. It's predicated on a stockholder value that's going to rise by 8% over the next quarter. You can't do that with nature. That's why it's so wonderful. The point of a brand is to generate profits for shareholders. So if you take Disney, that now owns Star Wars and Pixar and Marvel Comics, so it owns Spider-Man and it owns all the Disney characters in the first place. The point of owning these brands is not to create wonderful new stuff for kids. It's a corporation. The point is to make money for the shareholders. So if you're trying to brand nature, you're not trying to, you haven't got a pile of shareholders, well, maybe you do, I don't, you haven't got a pile of shareholders somewhere who are trying to make money out of what you are doing. So your basic motivation is totally and utterly different from a brand. To try and use techniques that are fundamentally there to generate profits for shareholders, I'm not sure you can use the same techniques, and I'm not sure that we want to. You can't take a technique that is slightly dodgy, and just because you're using it for a good purpose, that technique suddenly becomes okay. It's not. Because if you want to do this kind of ethically, you want people to make their own minds up. Now, a lot of the most effective marketing, you don't make your own mind up because it's happening on a subconscious level. It's not just about a campaign that gets kids to go out that might make them feel a little bit happier. It's a fundamental rethinking of how we bring our children up, and it's a fundamental question for our politicians about what sort of country they want to govern. If we know that kids are going to be happier when they're with people and they're outside battling against the natural world, which after all, if we didn't have, we wouldn't have any products because they all come from the natural world at some point. We need to fundamentally rethink our relationship with the natural world. It's much, much deeper than a brand Bible.